Hi, and welcome to my new channel. If you notice, I deleted everything, and I thought the most appropriate thing I could do with the first video is sort of tell you why and why I've decided to go down this whole financial coaching journey. Give you a little background on that. So, to go all the way back to when John was a kid, I grew up in a family where my mom retired from Bank of America. My dad worked in finance. I mean, to say I grew up in a family of bankers is a bit of an understatement, right? And as I got older, right, I wanted more and more expensive toys for Christmas and birthdays and things like that. And I would ask them, hey, can I have XYZ? And at some point, they said, look, we budget $200 for Christmas and birthdays and such for each of the kids. So you can have that. It's really nice. But you're going to have to come up with the rest of the money. And I would go work odd jobs and I would make it happen and I would get the rest of the money and then get that one thing that I wanted. And that would be all that I got for the entire holiday or birthday or whatever. And fast forward a lot, right? And I go and get a finance degree. Jessica and I start dating. We move in together in the fall, and some birthdays come around. Black Friday happens, and all of a sudden I start watching, I think, every Amazon package on the planet show up. And Christmas was this huge, I mean, it was insane. It was a big ordeal. And it was, still is. And I'm taking pictures and I'm sending it to my family. I'm like, I didn't know Christmas like this existed. What are we doing? And then we went back to her family's place and we did holidays with their family or her family. And it was the same thing. Massive amount of presents, tons of stuff going on. And I'm looking around, I'm like, this is wild, right? Following year, we sit down and she wants to talk about money. And she's like, where can we cut back? What do you think we can do? Right? I work in finance, this is what I do. I said, well, how much do you budget for Christmas? You would have thought that I stole all of the presents from the kids and crushed them up in front of them and laughed and whatever. She looked at me and she was like, you can't put a budget on Christmas. What are you, the Grinch? So that led to a fight, which was fun. And subsequently, for a couple of years, I mean, we couldn't talk about money without getting into a fight about money. And at some point, I said to her, okay, look, we're going to do this budget. For Christmas, I'm going to put down $50,000 per kid per event. How does that sound? Am I not restricting you? Are we able to do this? Are we able to, plan that? She looks at me, obviously, that's an insane number. Right. But what I'm saying to you is there is a number. What is that number? We can come up with a number that's not restrictive. I don't care. I just need a number. Because the way that we thought about it when I said the word budget, she thought restrictive. And that's not what I meant, right? And at one point I laughed and I looked at her and I said, between the two of us, you're a relationship expert and I'm a finance expert, and our relationship is getting destroyed because of finances. What do normal people do? And she chuckled and said, John, money is like top 3 reason for divorce. And that's what happens. And that was sort of the epiphany moment where I said, wow, okay, I have this skill. I'm watching the kids go up and ask their mom and dad, what do we do? What is this? Why do I need a bank account? What do you do with a credit card? I don't understand the different da, da, da. And they'd say, I don't know, go talk to John. But not every family has a finance expert in it. I had 2 growing up, so I didn't really think about it. And that's where I really went, okay, I can help people and I can help them break this cycle of not knowing what to do with money, and it gets passed down to the next generation that doesn't know what to do with money, and so on, right? And that was then really what led me into, okay, well, I like teaching, I like all of this stuff. I looked around at different universities and things, and can I adjunct professor? Can I do whatever? How can I teach a course to people? I want to actually help people. How can I do this? And then I ran into financial coaching and I went, this ticks every single box. I can work individually with people and get them real results in real time. They can see the progress. I can help them through the struggles, right? Because anytime you can read a million books on finance and they're not going to help you through the hard time. And I could do that with people and I could really make a difference. And that was what really led me into, I want to do financial coaching. And then you ended up on my channel, and that's why we're all here. So welcome.